Hello, class. A little different start of the week than I think we were all expecting. I can say this though. I was at the school earlier on today, which is Sunday, um, and it was burning up, and I knew something was up because our classroom is normally comfortable. Um, but I was hanging stuff up, and it was burning up in there, and then we got the email. The teacher got the email that none of the Wi-Fi was working, that the HVAC was down, and it looks like it is. It's not going to be an easy problem to fix. So hopefully, it's just Monday and Tuesday, and we'll be back together on Wednesday. But if not, we're virtual all week, and we will work with it right before fall break too. So just a few things. First and foremost, all right. So I am not going to make you turn in your marketing plan projects today or Tuesday. I really want to see those. I really want you guys to get the feedback from your class. So we will make those due on Wednesday for the gold team, Thursday for the green team. You guys can present. We were going to do a guest speaker on those 2 days. I think we are going to nix that now. Due to everything is going on. So we'll do the presentations. Then I want you to be able to work on your advertisement project, which I'll go over in another video still today on Monday. So make sure to watch that. But today we're going over advertising. I will go over this more in class too because I want to give you guys a few examples and get your feedback on them. Um, there's a note sheet, so make sure to fill out the note sheet. I also did you a solid and put the slides up for today so you can go back on the slides and look those over. I know a lot of you guys copy and paste. If I were a student, I would probably copy and paste too. But there's something about just writing them in, looking and writing it in. It kind of gets in your memory, and I think will help you on tests. So I would take the few extra minutes to do that because I think it's going to help you in the long run. But let's go ahead and start on Unit 8, which is advertising. All right. So why do businesses advertise? Right? Almost all of them do. Why do we do it? So the advertising is the public promotion of something such as a product, a service, a business, or event to attract and increase interest in it. You know what? I'm sure you guys don't want to see me, so I'm just going to take this off so we can go over it better. Advertisers use humor, creativity, style, and originality to create an image for their products or service. Right. So that's kind of what you guys are looking at in your marketing plan. But then in this next project, you're actually be able to put all of that to a test. So there's a few types of media, right? So a medium is a channel or system of communication. So an example would be like TV, right? TV is a medium. Media are members of the mass media. Mass media are channels of communication such as TV, radio, and newspaper. Advertisements are delivered to consumers through mass media. So let's look at all different types of media. All right. So again, newspapers, right? We talked about this in class last week. Are newspapers really around anymore? Sometimes, right? I mean, they still are, but do as many people read them as they used to? No. So what a lot of newspapers are doing are going to an online-based subscription program. Um, Obviously this is failing, right? Because you can get news from a lot of different sources for free. So a lot of newspapers, like think of the Indianapolis Star, things like that, they've had to cut a lot of their employees because it's not as prominent as it used to be, especially when you can get um, the news you want, the information you want right on the internet quickly and for free. Magazines would be something else. So my wife, I think, is the only person I know that still gets magazines. I don't even remember which one. It's some kind of architecture magazine she gets. Um, but that's a magazine, right? So magazines are still around. It's another place to broadcast. So maybe if you're selling clothes to teenagers. You can look at some kind of magazine teenagers might want and advertise in there. Architecture magazine my wife gets, they have a ton of ads for home decor and things like that. Television is still a big form of advertising. It's kind of weird because we always are big on Netflix and Hulu and things like that at my house. So whenever my kids actually watch like network television or something like that, they get hooked on the commercials. I swear that they like the commercials almost better than the actual TV shows because it's so rare for them to see it anymore. Direct mail, we went over this last week too. It'd be letters, flyers. Uh, right now, what's the biggest direct mail that you're getting? If you check the mailbox, it's definitely candidate information, right? It's so much on Christina Hill, like Victoria Sparks sending me stuff. So that would be a big one for them. Radio. So I kind of pulled you guys last week, and a lot of you guys don't listen to the radio anymore. But I think several of your parents still do. I am a big sports talk radio guy. All right, so I still listen to the radio and listen to commercials. So that is something that some people still do. So that'd be a type of media. Billboards is a huge one. I mean, billboards is $1 billion industry, right? And something that isn't really going to go away because we're all traveling. So it's still something we all need. I can tell you, so for fall break this year, my wife and I have a house in Maine. So we go to Maine as much as we can, like 4 or 5 times a year. We normally fly, but due to COVID, my wife just doesn't want to do that. So we are taking a 19-hour hike up from Indiana to Maine. Um, we're going to see a ton of billboards. I'm going to use them because I never know where good places to stop and eat or get gas. So it's still a good function of media or advertisement. Transit, again, that would be like the side of buses, wrapping your car up, anything like that. And of course, online, right? Social media, banners on different websites. The company I used to work with really concentrated on that, right? So if you went to our site or you looked up for our products, when you went to another site, you would see our banner. So that was just another way for them to click and go to our company's website and buy stuff. Next, we're going to look at persuasion. So, a lot of you guys have persuaded me to give you second chances on things. So, some of you guys are good at that, better than others. But what is persuasion? So, it means it's a means of convincing people, right, to buy a certain product, to believe something, or act in a certain way, or to agree with your point of view, right? So, if you watch the presidential debates, they're persuading you to believe in what they have to say. uh, Common persuasion techniques often used in advertisements: slogan, repetition, bandwagon, testimonial, pills of emotion, and expert opinion. So let's kind of break down what all those are. A slogan: easy, breezy, beautiful. What? I bet you guys know this one. It's a pretty popular one. A slogan is a catchy phrase or statement often used to sell a service or a product. So for this one, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, right? When you hear that, you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what they sell. It's an example of a good slogan. Repetition is the name of the product where it's repeated many times. All right, so head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. So you see those commercials and you're like, these are so dumb. Why do you keep saying that? Well, they get stuck in your head. The same reason why if you listen to radio commercials or TV commercials, they say the phone number a lot of times. It just gets it stuck in your head. It really makes you think or remember what they're trying to sell. Bandwagon, right? So a statement suggesting that everyone is using a specific product, so you should too. Nike would be a good one, right? Just do it, right? Just do it. That can mean a lot of things, but just do it. Everyone else is doing it. You should too. Just do it. A testimonial. So this is where a well-known person supports a product or service, and it doesn't even have to be a well-known person. A lot of times they use experts, like doctors or lawyers or someone just in that field of expertise to show you why you should use it. Um, of course, one of the best known would be just Wheaties, right? They always get celebrities on their boxes. So when you see that Tiger Woods is eating Wheaties or LeBron James or whoever they have on the Wheaties box, um, you kind of want to eat it too. Not a big Wheaties fan. One time they put my favorite basketball player when I was a kid on Wheaties, so I begged my mom to get it. Still have the Wheaties box. Patrick Ewing, best basketball player of all time. Don't at me on that one. But I tried it. Hated Wheaties. Never ate it before. Still like the box though. Good form of advertisement. And appeals to emotion. All right. So this is when a person is made to have strong feelings about a situation or a product. So a lot of times you'll see the commercials like for 18 cents a day, or you can save 18 struggling lives for just $1 a day or less. They have that one. I don't even remember what the commercial is. A Sarah McLaughlin commercial about the animals who are locked in cages and need help. That one always gets me. Get a little teary eyed when I see that. Have to leave the room. Right. So that would be an example of an appeal of emotion. And you have expert opinions, which is where an expert approves this product, so you should too, right? So 4 out of 5 dentists recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum. All right, so a lot of people get that information. I never know where they get these facts, right? So you can't false advertise, but don't you think they're probably paying those experts? And then if they are, why don't they just pay five and say 5 out of 5 dentists recommend, or 5 out of 5? I never buy much into that. I do like Trident gum though. Audience awareness. So advertisers know how to do what? Target their audience, right? This is called your target market. So you guys should have been working on in your marketing plan. They know how to use appropriate persuasion techniques. So they look at not only who their target market is, but what drives that target market to want to purchase a certain product, right? So when you're going to advertise, you're going to use that persuasion to try to suck them into your company. And a few relevant facts, right? So advertisers spend about 200 billion a year on TV advertisement. It's craziness. The average cost for a Super Bowl ad is 2.6 million, and that's just for a 30-second spot, right? So that's why when you see these Super Bowl commercials and why they're so heavily produced and so talked about, because each of these ads cost $2.6 million. You'd want to put some money in it too, right? You'd want to get people talking about your ad too. The average American. So this kind of surprised me, right? Because I don't watch a lot of TV. I have 4 kids. I feel like we're out in sporting events or choir concerts or band practice, whatever, like every night of the week. So I feel like I never really watch TV. But I must be below average when it comes to this, because the average American watches about 2,400 TV commercials a year. And that is it for today. So get those note sheets filled out, get those turned in today. Um, I will be explaining the advertising project here soon. And again, we're going to present on Wednesday and Thursday this week, assuming that we're still in class. Your marketing plan project. So get those done and get those. If you already have it done, maybe re-look at it, see what you can change and make it a little better. If you have some time. So I will see you guys in class this week. Have a good rest of your day.